Hi guys, it's Uga and welcome back to another video, and today it's time for the popular video, the Midyear Freakout tag. Yes, I'm Freakout. For sure, because I was looking at and I was like, oh, it's still quarter crisis because Charlotte tagged me, and I'm like, okay, I still have some time, and then Midyear, and I'm like, oh fuck. It went running the time and I'm not catching up. But let's chill because I'm almost in vacation in July, end of it. So let's take a break and let's see. But I'm really excited. I did it last year, so I'll link up here if you want to check last year. The quality is gonna be amazing because I had still the old phone, no ring light, so those videos, but they are my... So question number 1 is best book you've read so far in 2022. 2022 has not been the year I've read the most amazing books ever. To be in the best of the years, I think it has to be something very unique. And so far, I think only 2 of them can reach that category, can reach like that high point of being one of the best of the year. So I'm torn between The Firstborn by Will Dean, which is a thriller, or Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sulin Tan, because actually those were the best books I've read so far. I think they were like the highest 5 stars that I gave, besides mangas, but manga it's a very different genre that you say one volume is 5 stars but doesn't mean it's the best of the best. So probably it's gonna be those, between those 2, one of the best of the year. Question number 2, best sequel you've read so far in 2022. So it's not been a year that I've read sequels. I think I only read 2 sequels this year, which was The Hero of Ages and Anyway the Wind Blows by Rumble Bowell. So between those 2, definitely Hero of Ages is it's more likely, and I liked it more, although it had some problems for me. But from between Hero of Ages and Anyway the Wind Blows, definitely Hero of Ages wins the round by far. Question number 3, new release you haven't read yet but you want to. Oh, I have a lot. So any of the book boxes that I got from Marvelous Light, The Atlas 6, The Book of Night. I also have Hell Will Follows. I have Onet Gali. I have a lot of books that were released this year that I said I want to read them, and I bought it on like Kindle for £1 very easily, and I haven't picked it up. So I have a lot of books that are coming out that I want to read, but it's a general idea. Between all of those, I have a ton that I still want to read, and the year is going faster and faster than ever. 5, biggest disappointment. Ooh, I have a lot to talk about. So the Spanish Love Deception, I will not call it disappointment because it's a romance, and I'm very, thingy with romances, and I was not expecting to be great. Usually when a book has a lot of buzz, I'm a little bit scared that, it has a ton of buzz, so it could be like, it has buzz, but I feel like it's worth it or not. But I think my biggest disappointment was the first book that I finished this year, which was Here to Us by Becca Bertelli and Adam Silvera, like the sequel for What If It's Us. I like very much What If It's Us. I think I like the premise, I like the idea, I like the concepts, I like the characters, although they're a little bit whiny, but it makes sense. Now in the sequel, it fast forwards so many years and they continue the same. They didn't grow. The action is not like amazing. Everything is like, why? I had many problems with that. I have a rant review here. Go watch it. Have fun for me ranting about that book because it really crushed my hopes on sequels about favorite books. So yeah, not the best. 6, biggest surprise. So in terms of surprises, Daughter of the Moon Goddess was actually a great surprise. I didn't expect to like it so much. I really fell in love. The Poppy War was also a very good idea. Dial A for Aunties, I have the review is coming out, but I listened to the audiobook like 2 months ago and I really enjoyed it. Very good. very funny. It was very biggest surprise because, you know, people say, oh, it's funny, but I'm like, let's see, and it was a good blast. So favorite new author or debut or new to you. So in terms of authors, for me to be a favorite means that I have to read more than one book, you know, or a work that I really enjoy, that I will try to see more books by him or her or them. But I think in terms of authors, Sulin Tan, I think it's very a good contender. Will Dean continues to prove, as well as Robert Prince, two of my new favorite thriller authors. They continue to doing books that are amazing one after the other, so I'm really confident about those ones. TJ Klune, I read Under the Whispering Door and I fell in love. I really liked The House in the Cerulean Sea last year, so it's growing up to be one of the authors that I will really trust to be part of my repertoire of books to read and a favorite author. 8. New fictional crush. That's hard, you know. To be a crush, it has to be very hard. I don't know. I think in the Charms Offensive, I will go with the prince. I don't remember his name, but I think I will take care of him. You know how it's called, Charlie. I will go with Charlie. No, it's very cute, very clumsy, and very social awkward, and I think I will go with that. 9. Newest favorite character. Newest favorite character. Let me think.
2,000 years later.
You know, I think Erica Foster from the Erica Foster series from Robert Prince. I think she's a new contender for a new favorite character, because the way her mind works and how she dealt with the first case that I've read, I think it was very good. It's hard for me to connect with the character unless it's a series or someone very personal. So I think from this year so far, this is the best character I can find. 10. A book that made you cry, and 11. A book that made you happy. So I will join you. So a book that made me cry and a book that made me happy. That make me happy, I think Dialogue for Aunties is the best choice. Definitely. I never laughed so much during a book. A book that made me cry. I don't cry. I don't tend to cry, but one that got me a lot emotional. I think, yeah, I have to be Under the Whispering Door, because I was invested in the characters. Although it was hard at the beginning, but I was invested in their stories and their connections. So I think a good contender for a book that made me almost cry is Under the Whispering Door, and a book that made me happy, definitely a Dial A for Aunties is the best choice. No questions about it. And 12. Most beautiful book you brought so year or received. So I have my beautiful shelves. I think the Tarea Mafi, this Oven Kingdom, is just, you know, beautiful. I love it. But it's a very strong contender with the We Hunt the Flames edition, because, you know, this is just gorgeous. I really don't know. I think between these two editions, I think they are my favorites of this year so far. The Stardust Thief is not bad. I really enjoyed it. The Atlas 6 also. I really enjoy this cover. Yeah, I'm a sucker for blue, so if you give me blue in anything, I will enjoy. So everything of this Sounding Blue is just, you know, amazing. I loved it. But yeah, I think my book boxes have helped me to increase, you know, this amazing collection that I have. 13. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? So I have a lot. So besides book club's picks from the quarterly and the genre soup book club, I have the 12 books from 12 friends. I think I'm gonna do, like, in December, November, like 6 just full dedicated to that, instead of one of each month to be reasonable. No, 6 I think it's gonna be the best choice, because till then I have some reads that I want to do. I really wanted to finish the Poppy War and the Sight series. I would love to finish those two series. I would love to continue with the School of Good and Evil, since the book is coming out, the movie is coming out. I think I will definitely pick up like a read along for those series. I don't know. more books that I want to read till the end of the year. I don't know, maybe one of the book boxes, so I continue to, you know, like see if it's worth it or not. I would love to pick the Song of Achilles that Jojo and Bia gifted to me, because, you know, they gave me almost a year ago. I haven't picked it up, so there are some choices that I have to make, and there are some books that I have to do. But yeah, it's mid of the year, and I'm filming this today as I'm filming, so, and I'm thinking like, damn, it's passed so fast, and I'm starting to feel a little bit pressure on work, pressure on home, of, you know, booktube things. But I'm like, chill, you have a life to live, enjoy, you know, there's more things than work. And yeah, that's how my mantra is, because sometimes I start thinking of I should do this at work and do that and do this, and I start to going a little bit of overdrive, and I'm like, chill, you have time, you have 4 years, 4 freaking years. Okay, one is almost passing, but you still have a lot of job done, so chill, things will go at your pace, trust me. So yeah, I'm a little bit going overdrive. But yeah, thank you all for watching my mid-year freakout tag. Tell me in the comments, how is your mid-year? Are you freaking out or not? What are the books that you plan to read till the end of the year? Leave it all in the comments. If you reach this far, don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It's so important to help grow the channel. I have affiliate links below if you want to buy books through Booktube Tutorial and Blackwells and Waterstones. I have affiliate links below. I also have Ko-fi, which is like a buy me a coffee sponsor thing that you can do, and also scribd link and everything that you can help the channel in other ways. It's down below. Yeah, I post videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. I try to post now all days, but let's see how it goes. You know, if it's missing, also the reading sprints I will try to see, because it's something that it really gets me and really puts me. I like to do them, but it's a little bit tiring, but I will try to see if I can come back, because I really enjoy them. And yeah, I see you guys on my next video. Okay, bye.